Hey, this is Derek Ransom with 10 Pin Alley, voted #1 family entertainment center in Murray County. We offer 32 bowling lanes, giant arcade, laser tag, bumper cars, and a full cafe and bar menu. We also specialize in group events, kids and adult birthday parties, company parties, sports team parties, and holiday parties. We're located at 322 East James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia. Call us today at 931-381-BOWL or visit us at 10pin.com. 10 Pin Alley, it's where the good times roll.
Heading out for a bit, honey.
Alone at last.
And welcome into Spring Hill, Tennessee, the site of the 10-year-old All-Star District Tournament for Columbia American Little League. Spring Hill Little League going at it face-to-face here from Spring Hill, Tennessee today. I'm Lewis Maddox, joined alongside Peyton Calvert, as well as Clayton the Claw Harris on our camera for our live stream tonight. Going to be joining us on the call as well. And we've got a pretty good matchup here today. Spring Hill, all of its pitching back. Columbia's got everybody they want available. And it should be an interesting ball game here from Spring Hill Little League in Spring Hill, Tennessee. We're on 103.7 WKRM out of Columbia. And we're also live streaming on all of our social platforms at WKRM on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, as well as online at WKRMradio.com. That stream on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and our website will go live at 6 o'clock if you want to switch over to those in about 4 minutes. Clayton, you've got a vested interest in this team here today, as looks like number 23, Thomas Harris, is playing some center field tonight, huh?
Yeah, he is, Lou. I'm actually getting to enjoy it on this side of the fence, and these guys have played really well, and I'm excited to see what they can do tonight. It's going to be a good game. Two big rivalries, and it's what you expect in the district championship game. It's either going to be Spring Hill or Tullahoma 1.
I hear a good song coming over the loudspeakers. Can you hear that, Clayton? Can you hear what's being played over the stadium speakers right now?
Is it Deliverance soundtrack?
I think it's the Osborne Brothers. I don't know if the listeners can hear that, but that's a beautiful song. You know, the kind of the kings of the college baseball world right now, and we're in baseball season, so I think that's pretty relevant to talk about. You really just, about an hour ago, if you just got finished listening to the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour, we talked about that. Vols are going to be playing Wednesday night against the winner of Florida State and North Carolina, two teams that they've already beaten the tournament. But today we're worried about some Little League baseball. Also got Peyton Calvert with us. We've watched some of these kids throughout the Little League season. Thomas Harris, of course, and some others as well. Peyton, this is your first year on the Little League call. What have you thought of your first season on it?
Hey, it's been a great time. Seen a lot of good baseball played, a lot of memories. Hey, I'm glad to be here.
And this is the 10U All-Star District Championship game between Columbia and Spring Hill. Columbia going to be designated as the home team. They'll be in the field first. They're warming up as we speak. Spring Hill on their home turf going to be the designated away team for this ball game. But we're not going to be covering the 10-year-olds throughout the state, right, Clayton? We're going to be covering the 11-year-olds through their district tournament here at Spring Hill, and then following them through however far they go. The state tournament will be at Columbia American this year.
Correct, unless the 10s or another group makes it to like a state championship somewhere relatively within the driving and listening area. We'll just probably be exclusively at Columbia.
Well, there you have it. This is the 10U All-Star Game, Columbia and Spring Hill, coming up in just a few minutes. We'll take a quick timeout. Getting ready for first pitch from Spring Hill, Tennessee.
Hey, this is Derek Ransom with 10 Pin Alley, voted #1 family entertainment center in Murray County. We offer 32 bowling lanes, giant arcade, laser tag, bumper cars, and a full cafe and bar menu. We also specialize in group events, kids and adult birthday parties, company parties, sports team parties, and holiday parties. We're located at 322 East James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia. Call us today at 931-381-BOWL or visit us at 10pin.com. 10 Pin Alley, it's where the good times roll.
Are you thinking about a new fence? Maybe you need a pole barn. Then you should give Sands Fence Company a call. That's 931-309-1644. Will Sands has built his business based on the principles of honesty, quality, and integrity. Sands Fence Company has been in business for over 20 years, providing the community with farm, residential, and commercial fencing, as well as pole barns and buildings. Call today for a free estimate. Sands Fence Company, 931-309-1644. 931-309-1644.
Welcome back into Spring Hill, Tennessee, Spring Hill Little League Park. Columbia and Spring Hill facing off for the 10U District All-Star Tournament. And we are just about ready for the first pitch from Spring Hill, Tennessee. Clayton, who's that on the mound?
That is Rich Roberts starting for Columbia.
His first pitch is going to be fouled away into the backstop. For strike one, 0-1 count.
It's windy, but I'll take it.
Yeah, you will, because it's a little toasty out here, too. Second pitch from Roberts is down, and a swing and a miss from Spring Hill. Quick start for Roberts on the mound. He's up 0-2 on the first batter for Spring Hill.
Jamison, number 20, batter for Spring Hill.
He's down 0-2 here. Jamison, ball gets by the catcher, low and away from Roberts this time. It's a 1-2 count for Jamison. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Roberts. Swing and a miss for strike three. And the first out of this district championship game is a strikeout for Rich Roberts. In the top of the first inning, one away, no score between these two squads.
That's what you like to see from Columbia, getting off to a hot start.
Absolutely.
What was that, 4 pitches?
It was. Had a 1-2. Got him swinging on that third strike, and it was a good pitch. So no runners on for Spring Hill in the top of the first inning, one away. Second batter up, here's Rich Roberts. That's a swing and a miss, gets by the catcher. But a strike nonetheless, it's an 0-1 count. And folks, we'll be a little rusty at the start of this game. No lineups, we're also working at a center field today. So we will be getting Clayton Harris to give us the names of these batters as we go. Another swing and a miss, and now an 0-2 count. Some quick start pitching for the Columbia 10U's and Rich Roberts. Oh, 0-2 pitch is called a little bit high and away.
The catcher framed that ball beautifully right there.
He brought it in.
That he did.
There's a pitch, and that one goes outside as well. Evens up the count, 2-2. Still one away, top of the first inning. No score between these two squads. Columbia and Spring Hill for the 10U District Tournament Championship. 2-2 pitch is up high for ball three, now a full count. Started out 0-2. Roberts has thrown 3 balls in a row since. And here's the full count pitch from Roberts, and it's going to hit the batter.
Ouch.
In that front side ankle, and he's going to get up hobbling, but he is trying to make his way down the base path. Now he stopped for a second, and they're going to come out and take a look at him.
Yeah, getting hit on the ankle, I think it hit him right on that ankle bone. That does not feel good.
No, it does not. And that's some fast pitching for a 10-year-old.
Absolutely.
Coming from Roberts. Obviously a heck of a stinger. Some limping down the line. But he will make his way down there slowly. Might want to give him a couple extra seconds to shake that one off. And they are going to give him a minute to run out down the line and into right field. He's got his step back, and looks like he's going to be all right. We'll resume play.
He got his swagger back, Lewis.
You got 3 umpires out here that's something you don't see a lot in Little League ball.
You barely see that in high school.
And I guess they make an exception for the All-Star.
There you go.
1-0 count here for the third batter up for Spring Hill. Rich Roberts on the mound, one on first for the 10U All-Stars of Spring Hill. That one gets by the catcher and into the backstop, and Clark gets over to second base. He's the lone runner on, just got hit by the pitch. That pitch comes down, third pitch to the third batter. And it's off the mark as well, a 3-0 count. This one's put into play right back to Roberts. He'll throw over to first base, and they'll get that out there for out number 2 in the top of the first inning. And now going home is Clark. There's going to be a play at the plate. He got under the tag, and he's safe as the ball's dropped. 1 run scores for the Spring Hill 10U All-Stars, and they lead it 1-0 in the top of the first inning.
Love the aggressive base running. Nobody was anticipating that after getting that second out.
So that sacrifice ground ball got Clark over to third, and then some mishandling of the baseball by Columbia allows Clark to sprint home and score the first run of the ball game. That pitch comes down right down the line from Roberts for strike 1. Fourth batter up in the rotation for Spring Hill.
Wonder if he's going to send one up our way. Might want to duck.
I think I'm going to try and catch it. We don't get this view that often, and I kind of like it out here.
It's not bad at all. You get to see the pitch coming in.
Yeah, actually, absolutely. It's kind of like that outfield angle we usually have for the Little League games throughout the season. We're kind of just looking at it with our own eyes tonight. 1-2 count. Here's Roberts trying to get out of the top of the first with minimal damage. There's 2 away here, and the 2-strike pitch is called inside, evens up the count 2-2. Two pitch put into play. It's going to be stopped by the second baseman, but there's going to be no throw over to first. A base hit single for Spring Hill in the 4-hole. And there's one on again for the Spring Hill All-Stars. They lead it 1-0 in the top of the first inning with 2 away. First pitch on the 5th batter from Roberts is high and away for ball 1. That pitch goes inside, gets by, and there goes the runner to second base. He'll round second and stop right there and stay on second base. He's the only one on for Spring Hill at this point. This one put into play right towards second. That's scooped up. The throw over to first is in time for out 3. And Columbia stops the bleeding. 1 hit, 1 run for Spring Hill in the top of the first. They lead it 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the first inning. We'll be right back after this.
Debbie Matthews, realtor, and her husband Jason, who is a prose songwriter, also own a music publishing company. They live in historic downtown Columbia with their dogs. Dog rescue work is their passion project. They consider Middle Tennessee their backyard, and their lives are full of all things Tennessee. Debbie says there is no greater honor than to help someone find a home. To be trusted with that job, there is no greater privilege. Call Debbie at the Nashville Realty Group, 615-476-3224, 615-476-3224.
In today's uncertain world, you can never be too careful about your family's financial future. That's why the Parker Group, a part of Baird's Private Wealth Management, is offering a free second opinion on your financial plans. Let us review your current plan, and we will identify any gaps and offer suggestions to improve it. Please call the Parker Group at 931-548-3737. That's 931-548-3737. Robert W. Baird and Company Incorporated does not offer tax or legal advice.
We always get the question, what is Caledonian?
That's easy. We're a full financial services firm. Who is Caledonia? Well, that's a little more interesting. Monty has an economics background. Daisy and Perry come from the banking world. Gay is an accountant, and Thomas has science and business degrees. Blair was a small business owner. Finally, I'm Becky Price, and I have a background in education. Together, we make up Caledonian Financial in historic downtown Columbia.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through NBC Securities Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Hello, I'm Barbara Lincoln with Hollins Pharmacy. You may have heard our previous commercials about compression hosiery that we carry at Hollins Pharmacy. Well, we've recently expanded into a full line of knee braces, back, wrist, ankle, and other support wear. We will gladly help you get just the right fit for these items and, of course, special order items to ensure the proper fit. Come see us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane, or call us at 931-388-4233. 388-4233.
Welcome back into Spring Hill, Tennessee, the site of the 10U All-Star District Championship from Spring Hill Little League. It's Columbia American and Spring Hill Little League facing off, both 10U All-Star squads in a battle here from Spring Hill. I'm Lewis Maddox alongside Peyton Calvert and Clayton Harris. Got a little bit of an early start here from Spring Hill. It's 6-11, but we are already in the bottom of the first inning here, and we are ready for the bottom of the first. Is Columbia going to take to the plate for the first time tonight, trailing this ball game to Spring Hill by the score of 1-0. Fouled away on the first pitch, Columbia.
That's Andrew Putnam leading off for Columbia.
First at bat of the night for Columbia. Fouls away the first pitch. An 0-1 count. That pitch outside.
This is the first time all tournament that this Columbia team has trailed.
Yeah, you mentioned what were those scores against Winchester and Tullahoma?
23-2 and 16-1.
So some pretty dominant games from Columbia so far in this district tournament.
And over on the coach pitch side, they're having their championship game. Columbia leading Spring Hill 3-0. That's going to be one of those situations where Columbia has to win beat Spring Hill twice.
Okay.
And Spring Hill would have to beat Columbia twice.
Just once over there.
But here.
But here, yeah, Spring Hill in this game would have to beat Columbia twice.
Putnam's got a 3-1 count. The pitcher is at number 9, Mason. He had the only hit for Spring Hill in the top of the first inning, only got around to second base, and Putnam on a fourth ball walks down to first base. Gets on base for the first time tonight for Columbia, one on first. Pitch called strike.
That's Lane Hill, number 6, first baseman.
Mason, the pitcher, comes over and tries to put a tag on the first base runner.
Putnam was playing a little cat and mouse with him.
He got back in plenty of time. Pitch is a little bit high and away for Lane Hill. Count now 1-1. No outs, bottom of the first inning. Mason steps off the mound as Spring Hill going to partake in an infield meeting. Spring Hill up 1-0 on Columbia here in the bottom of the first inning. Broadcasting this game on 103.7 WKRM on the radio. We're also live streaming on WKRMradio.com as well as our social channels, WKRM on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. 1-1 count for Lane Hill. The meeting breaks up on the mound. Here's the pitch from Mason. And it goes high and away for ball 2. Spring Hill scored in the top of the first on a stolen base to home. That pitch goes low from Mason. Now a 3-1 count. Same position Andrew Putnam was in. He got ball 4 and trotted down to first. He's on first. Here's a 3-1 pitch from Mason to Lane Hill. And it's called high. 2 walks in a row to start things off for the Columbia 10U All-Stars, and they've got 2 on with no outs here in the bottom of the first inning.
Now you have Riot Blake, second baseman.
What was that name?
Riot Blake.
He's a dog too, Lewis.
Batting in the 3 hole, they'll call time.
Foul ball.
Oh, 1 count for Blake. Pitch is called low for ball 1, 1-1 count. Putnam's on second. Lane Hill is on first base. One pitch from Mason was down low, but called strike 2. And now the 1-2 pitch. That one goes way up high. Looked like he tried to put some movement on that, but it stayed up. Evens up the count 2 apiece. That pitch low, it gets by, and both runners on for Columbia will advance. Now 2 in scoring position for Columbia. Hill moves up to second. Putnam now on third. Still dancing a little bit, showing off to Mason.
Trying to get in his head a little bit.
I think it's working a little bit.
I think so as well.
Riot Blake with a full count here. Pitch from Mason outside. It gets by to the backstop. No runner comes down, but that's another walk, 3rd in a row from the starting pitcher for Spring Hill, Mason. And the bases are loaded for Columbia with no outs in the bottom of the first inning.
Connor McCartney coming up to bat, the catcher for Columbia.
In the 4 hole, batting cleanup, trying to bring 3 around. And he puts this one into play, rolling down the third base line. They'll get 1 out of it, but the bases not loaded, but still 2 on. 1 on first and second, and 1 run scores for Columbia. Putnam comes in from third and scores. They tag out Hill at third. And we now have a tie ball game, 1-1 in the bottom of the first inning.
Peyton Grooms, third baseman, up to bat.
Also watched him pitch a little bit during the season. He's got a nasty curveball.
Yes, he does.
Absolutely filthy.
Grooms with a 1-0 count, now a 2-0 count as that pitch goes high from Mason. Right, Blake on second. Connor McCartney on first base for Columbia. This one goes outside. And Grooms is ahead in the count, 3-0. Spring Hill obviously to this point struggling on the mound to start this ball game out. That pitch goes high. And that's ball 4, and the bases are going to load up once again. Still only 1 away in the bottom of the first inning. And that's now 4 walks out of 5 batters for Columbia to start this game.
And now right fielder Kyler Duncan up to bat, and he can crush the baseball.
Be big if he could right here.
Puts it into play. It's going towards shortstop. They're going to try and get the out at third, and they will. 1 run scores, and 2 stay on first and second. Same situation that happened with the McCartney hit. Another run scores for Columbia. They now lead it 2-0 over, or 2-1 over Spring Hill.
As they go to the 3rd inning next to us, Spring Hill and Columbia are now tied at 3 in the Coach Pitch championship game.
Good game over there. This one put into play, going towards shortstop. It's a slow dribbler, and no one attacked it hard enough. That's going to be a base hit for, who is that, Clayton?
That was Remy Roberts, or Rich Roberts, I'm sorry.
The pitcher, Rich Roberts, gets a single out of his first at-bat of the day.
And now left fielder Chase Davis up to bat. Chase can really hit the baseball well, too.
He's got a good opportunity to do it here with the bases loaded. Now 2 away in the bottom of the first. That pitch comes in outside. Pass ball. That looked like an opportunity to steal home right there.
Well, we know what the backstop looks like in Columbia. This one's much smaller. A lot shorter distance from the plate to the backstop.
One-0 count for Chase Davis. Pitch goes high and away. Now a 2-0 count. Columbia leads it 2-1 over Spring Hill. Bases loaded with 2 away in the bottom of the first inning. This one is going to be a shot down and into left field. That might score 2 runs. No, it'll just score 1, but the bases stay loaded. Another hit. A single for Chase Davis puts another run on the board. It's now 3-1 Columbia. Everybody advances.
Now Walker Bedingfield steps up to the plate for Columbia. Walker's quick, can hit the ball as well.
That pitch a little up, well inside for ball 1. 3-1 Columbia. 2 away bottom of the first inning. That one comes right down the middle. A good pitch from Mason that time. 1-1 count for Bedingfield. Trying to bring some more runners around. This one is fouled away down the first base line. Now faces a 1-2 count. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Mason. It's going to be a dribbler right to the same spot, and the same thing is going to happen. Oh, and now a rounding third run, but he gets back in time to third. Almost got himself in a pickle. Another run scores for Columbia, and the bases remain loaded as Bedingfield gets an RBI single.
Here comes Thomas.
Thomas Harris batting in the 10 hole. Due up for Columbia. He puts it into play. It's a shot to short. That one is quicker. They give them more time to react to the play, and that will round out the inning for Columbia. Good start for Columbia on the bats. They lead it 4-1 off of 4 hits in the bottom of the first inning. We head to the top of 2 when we return right after this.
This is Mark Curry at the Trailer Store. We are a local, family-owned business. Every day, I work with my wife, Susie, my mother, Becky, and my son, Justin. We offer a full line of lawnmower trailers, utility trailers, stock trailers, and a full line of trailer parts. We also offer service. Come see us at 1021 New Lewisburg Highway. Call us at 931-381-2795. That's 931-381-2795.
Hi, I'm Steve, the garbage man. Have you been hauling your own garbage to the convenience center? Are you tired of doing it? Does your work schedule keep you from hauling it off regularly? Is your teenage son not taking it off like he promised when he got his driver's license? Do you have something better to do on Saturday? If any of these questions strike home to you, call the garbage man at 931-540-0919 and your problem will be solved.
Columbia Foodland is a locally owned and operated family grocery store with a full line of dry, dairy, frozen, meat, and produce items. We focus on keeping the freshest hand-cut meat and produce items daily with the most competitive prices in town. We offer weekly ad specials as well as in-store weekly specials throughout the store. Located at 427 West 7th Street in Columbia in the former Harris Foodland location. Columbia Foodland. We're here and ready to serve the wonderful people of Columbia and the surrounding areas.
Welcome back into Spring Hill, Tennessee, the side of the 10U District All-Star Championships. Columbia on top 4-1 as we head to the second inning of play. I'm Lewis Maddox, joined alongside Peyton Calvert, as well as Clayton Harris. We're on 103.7 WKRM out of Columbia, Tennessee. Also live streaming the broadcast of this baseball game online at WKRMradio.com. Also on our social channels at WKRM Radio on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. We appreciate you tuning in. Like I said, 4-1 Columbia. They put up 4 runs off of 4 hits in the bottom of the first inning, and we're back around to Spring Hill on the bats. Number 13, Wyatt, is going to be leading us off. Actually, excuse me, number 20, Devin, is leading us off in the top of the second inning. He fouls one away for strike one.
Something big just happened over there at the coach pitch game.
Yeah, it did.
It's tied up 4-4.
This one fouled away. It's actually Kane at the plate for Spring Hill. He fouls that one away. And now it's an 0-2 count. Strike thrown, and they got him looking. Rich Roberts threw a good pitch. 2 fouled away pitches and 1 right down the middle for out number 1 here in the top of the second inning. Third baseman Kane watches it in and goes down without a swing. Here's number 12, Grady, the left fielder. First pitch from Roberts is a good one. Watched it go by for strike 1. 1 away, top of the second inning. No runners on for Spring Hill. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Roberts. It's a dribbler right towards second base. It's going to be scooped up. The throw is in time to Lane Hill, I believe, on first base.
That was a good play by the second baseman there, Walker Bedingfield, to come up and make the play.
Now 2 away in the top of the second inning. Here's number 28, Devin, up to the plate for the first time tonight. That pitch from Roberts framed well by the catcher for Columbia, that goes outside for ball 1. 1-0 pitch from Rich Roberts is inside. Gets by to the backstop. Will go down as ball 2. 2-0 count for Devin, batting in the 8-hole for Spring Hill. Pitch from Roberts, put into play, right back to Roberts. Roberts to Hill at first base for out number 3, and that rounds out the top of the first inning. No runs, no hits, and a 1-2-3 inning for the Spring Hill 10U All-Stars. We go to the bottom of 2. Columbia still leading 4-1.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter, like the stair that only creaks when everyone else in the house is asleep. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Call Davis Heating and Cooling at 931-388-2090 for all your home comfort needs. Davis Heating and Cooling is your local American Standard dealer and proudly serves the Murray County area. Find Davis Heating and Cooling online and on Facebook or call today, 388-2090.
Hello, this is Rick Whitley from Jones Lang Sporting Goods. Glad to have you with us today, and we're proud to be a sponsor of local athletics in Murray County and the surrounding areas. We've been in business here at Jones & Lang since 1966, and we can meet your needs. It's springtime now, and we've got soccer, baseball, spring football, and many other things, so please stop by and see our selection.
Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Hi, I'm Matt Perales, manager of Murray County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of Gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard or learn about us on Facebook or contact us at 931-490-8183.
Welcome back into Spring Hill, Tennessee, the site of the 10U District All-Star Tournament. Lewis Maddox, Clayton Harris, Peyton Calvert on the call from Spring Hill, Tennessee. 103.7 WKRM out of Columbia. And Columbia 10U All-Stars hold a 3-run lead, 4-1 over Spring Hill in the top of the second inning. The All-Star rules are a little bit different from regular season rules. Going to bat 12 today, Columbia is. First pitch comes down. Actually, no, they say no pitch. Umpire wasn't ready for it yet.
It looked like a good pitch to me.
It was a good pitch. Mason's still on the mound. And now this pitch goes high and away for ball one. Just starting this bottom of the second inning. Oh, right into the back of the head on the 1-0 count for Mason. And one runner on for Columbia here in the bottom of two. Columbia batting 12. That was the batter in the 11th spot. Batted through 10 in the bottom of the first. Then a 1-2-3 inning defensively for Columbia in the top of two. And a swing and a miss here from Columbia. 0-1 count. Pitch from Mason is high, but he took a crack at it. Goes down 0-2 now. This one fouled away. We'll stay at 0-2. Still no outs, bottom of the second inning. 4-1 Columbia lead. Designated as the home team tonight. 0-2 pitch from Mason. Bounces, gets by the catcher, and there goes whoever that is, batting in the 11th hole. Clayton's off the mic, so we don't know who that is right now.
Number 8.
Or is that a 10? You know what, we might as well just...
Yeah, I'm going to shut up.
It's a Columbia American player. He's on second base. That pitch down low as well. Evens up the count. 2-2 now with one runner on second. Two-two pitch is in the dirt, and it's passed again. Good jump from the runner on second from Columbia. As I didn't even see that thing past the catcher yet, and he was already halfway to third. And he gets there no problem. One runner in great scoring position for the Columbia 10U All-Stars. Now the full count pitch from Mason, a swing and a miss. And the first strikeout of the night for Mason and Spring Hill. Goes against the batter, batting in the 12 hole.
Back
for round number one, and now we're back around to the top. Andrew Putnam, he's 0 for 1 with a walk in the bottom of the first inning.
believe that's the little brother of Mac Putnam, Culleoka baseball freshman. Ooh.
This one is put into play. It's going to be a roller to second. The throw not in time, and a single for Andrew Putnam. He gets on base and bats in a run.
Brother to freshman first baseman Mac Putnam, like I was saying. Great ball player.
And he showed it right there. Showed he's got it in his blood.
There you go.
As Columbia extends the lead to 4, now 5-1. Time going to be called for Spring Hill's shortstop. Tie his cleats back up. Lane Hill, the first baseman, going to be back around for his second trip up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a walk as well. Mason in the bottom of the first inning started out on the mound throwing 3 straight walks to Columbia players. Loaded the bases up. Here's a shot, and it'll scoot out into right field. Lane gets to first. Now it gets by, almost rolling towards the fence. Lane now rounding 2 is going to go to third, and Putnam slides into home as Spring Hill still having trouble with the baseball. Can't get it into anybody, and Columbia puts up another run. It's now 6-1. They lead it by 5 over Spring Hill. A triple for Lane Hill in his second at-bat of the day. What a shot.
That was indeed. This Columbia team coming out and showing the world what it do in Columbia, man. I don't even know how to put that, but.
If you were listening, Clayton Harris mentioned that they beat Winchester in the first round of the district tournament 23-2. And then advancing, they beat Tullahoma, who beat Spring Hill 16-1. But Spring Hill back with all of its weapons today, all fresh. Is getting all they can handle here early after it looked like in the top of the first that they'd be a formidable matchup for Columbia as they went up 1-0 in the top of the first inning, but it's now 6-1. Columbia on top with only 1 away in the bottom of the second. They lead it by 5. Another mound meeting. Looks like they're going to keep Mason out there. He's gone through 14 batters already in the bottom of the second inning. About to face his 15th, Riot Blake. Big time hitter, second baseman for the 10U All-Stars out of Columbia. Lane Hill, after that triple, stands on third, waiting for Blake to bring him around. First pitch to Blake from Mason is outside for ball 1. Hill with a big jump off of third, making Mason look him down. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and it's sent out into left center field, and it's going to travel almost all the way back to the fence. Blake is rounding 1, and he will be standing up at second base. A double for Ryan Blake, an RBI double as Lane Hill comes in from third and scores the 7th run of the night for Columbia as they now lead it 7-1 over Spring Hill in the bottom of the second inning.
What a shot there from Blake.
We said it might happen. And it did. Another low and away pitch from Mason. Connor McCartney, he's 1 for 1 on the day with a single. Started off the hitting for Columbia in the bottom of the first inning. Blake, the lone base runner on second base. Pitch from Mason is almost looked like that one broke a little bit to the bottom. So it went under the bat of McCartney for strike 1 as he swung. 1-1 count for Connor McCartney. Here's the pitch from Mason. It goes high. And inside over the head of McCartney. Now a 2-1 count. Mason readjusts himself on the bag. Blake on second. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. And it goes outside and low for ball 3. And now McCartney heavily favored in the count, 3-1. 3 straight hits to start off the bottom of the second for Columbia. A single, a double, and a triple. Other top 3 batters, a swing and a miss here from McCartney. Creates a full count, 3-2.
McCartney wants that one back, I guarantee it, because it looked a little high and inside.
There's the full count pitch, outside, pass ball, and Blake going to be going towards third. There's a throw down. It is on the money, but he is under the tag and gets to third in time. A walk for McCartney on his second trip up to the plate, and there's runners on the corners for Columbia with only one away in the bottom of the second inning as they lead it 7-1 over Spring Hill. Peyton Grooms up for the second time, 0 for 1 with a walk. Pitch from Mason is an off-speed pitch, it looks like. Got Grooms to swing at it, 0-1 count. Oh, 1 pitch popped up, high fly ball into left field, and it's going to be caught on the backtrack by the shortstop. Bryant Blake tags up, goes home, and scores the 8th run. Now a throw back down to second, and they'll tag out McCartney at second base for out number 3. A good heads-up play by the Spring Hill defense. They limit the bleeding, but still Columbia leads it 8-1. 3 hits and 3 runs scored for Columbia in the bottom of the second inning. We head to the third when we return right to this.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
Farmer Johnny here, Taylor Family Farm. I want to give y'all a little look-see. We raise 100% non-GMO, grass-fed beef, pasture chicken, and pork on our family farm. Everything that we grow is raised with love and care to ensure the highest quality and nutrition for our family and customers. You can shop online at TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com or visit our farm store in person at Etheridge, Tennessee at 301 Dave Reisner Road. That's TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com for more information.
Welcome back in to Spring Hill, Tennessee. Lewis Maddox, Peyton Calvert, Clayton Harris on the call from Spring Hill Little League Park in Spring Hill. On 103.7 WKRM out of Columbia, Tennessee, broadcasting the 10U District Championship game from Spring Hill Little League, where Columbia holds a commanding 8-1 lead as we enter the top of the third inning. Ritz Roberts still going to be on the mound for the Columbia 10U All-Stars. And Spring Hill going to try and cut into a little bit of this lead here as we start the third inning of play. Huge offensive innings in the first and second innings for Columbia, putting up 8 runs. And they've done that by getting a lot of base runners on and just getting lucky at that point by being able to run them back in. A lot of walks and a lot of hits in the bottom of the second inning for Columbia. They now lead it by 7.
And if Columbia can have another inning on defense like they did at the bottom of the top of the second, 3 up, 3 down, then I don't know. We might be calling for a mercy rule soon.
And just so everybody's aware, that mercy rule is 15-run lead after 3 innings of play. And the way Columbia is playing, they limit Spring Hill this way they have in the first couple of innings, and then they come back and have another inning like they did in the second, in the bottom of the third. This thing could be over pretty quickly.
Columbia could be the champions.
Champions of the district. Like we mentioned, they beat Winchester 23-2 in a run rule game, and then beat Tullahoma 16-1 in another run rule game. Both those games only lasted 3 innings. So they're used to these games being ended pretty early.
And Clayton said that there were only 50 pitches within those 2 games.
Which is unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
That's 25 a game. It's outrageous.
This is number 19, Easton, up to the plate for Spring Hill. First pitch from Roberts was off the mark for ball 1. Some equipment issues for Columbia behind the plate. Trying to get those taken care of.
Seems like it's getting a little cooler outside, which I'm happy about. I'm sure these players are definitely happy about, but because when we started, it was up in the 90s. I'd
Yeah,
say.
it was definitely a toasty one when we got out here about 4:30.
Yeah.
Feels like it's still 95 degrees, even though we've got some shade cover, so it feels a little bit less than that. Here's a strike thrown by Roberts. The actual temperature is 88.
Okay. That still seems a little up there.
We've got a little breeze, which helps.
Yeah.
Another good pitch from Roberts. It's fouled away by number 13, Wyatt, for Spring Hill. And it's now a 1-2 count. Spring Hill desperately trying to get runners on the bases. None on so far. 1-2 count, no outs in the top of the 3rd inning. That pitch bounces off of the grass from Roberts that time, evens up the count, 2-2. Two pitch, swing and a miss. Roberts with a good pitch, gets a strikeout for out number 1 here in the top of the 3rd inning. And Spring Hill's struggles continue. Up next is the center fielder, number 19, Easton. No runners on now, 1 away in the top of the 3rd. First pitch is off the mark, gets by the catcher for ball 1. Here's a 1-0 count, and that one is called a strike.
Whoa. Interesting.
Peyton, I think you probably went down to click ball number 2 right there.
No, I definitely had ball
in mind.
In mind for sure.
They even put 2-0 on the scoreboard, but it's a 1-1 count to Easton, number 19, and that pitch is called outside for ball 2, 2-1 count.
Well, Easton, from here it appears he's a little guy, so his strike zone's probably...
It's smaller than most.
Very small. Whoa.
Pop-up shot out into left field, and it's going to drop foul. Count remains 2-2. This one, another pop-up, this time in the field of play, in the infield. Ritz Roberts runs over off the mound and makes the grab for out number 2 in the top of the 3rd inning. And number 19, Easton, is pretty upset that he caught that one a little bit under. He's not happy about that hit that he had right there. Batting 11th for Spring Hill is number 6, Aiden. Ball gets by the catcher for Columbia. Goes down low for ball 1. Pitch from Roberts, this time bounces once again. 2-0 count for Aiden. No runners on for Spring Hill. They trail by 7 with 2 away in the top of the 3rd inning. This one put into play, a shot out into right field, and it stays fair. A good shot by Aiden, batting in the 11th hole. Spring Hill gets their first hit of the inning, and their first base runner of the inning. Back around to the top of the lineup. for Spring Hill, number 20, Jamison, the second baseman. Trying to get something going offensively for Spring Hill after the start right there from Aiden. First pitch comes down as a strike one from Ritz Roberts. 0-1 count for Jamison. One pitch from Roberts, swing and a miss from Jamison that time, and he finds himself down in hole 0-2. Throw down to first base, and Aiden had a big jump off of first. A good throw from home to first. Lane Hill almost got the tag on him, but he got under it. Aiden did. Back safe at first, and we will stay with this at-bat. 0-2 for Jamison. Oh, 0-2 pitch from Ritz Roberts. There goes a runner down to second base. Throws not in time. Cut off by Putnam from short. And it's now a 1-2 count with Aiden now on second base. Only runner on for Spring Hill. They still trail 8-1. Pitch from Mason is a line drive to first base, and that rounds out the top of the third inning. 1 hit, no runs for Spring Hill as we retire the side and head to the bottom of the third inning. Columbia, 7 runs would end the ball game. We'll see if they can do it when we return.
Hey, this is Trip Stoltz, owner of Columbia Ace Hardware. Spring is here and we are excited to announce that we have completely remodeled our store. We have expanded our selection in many brands including Milwaukee, Steel, and Big Green Egg. We have new inventory arriving daily, so come see the changes for yourself at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard, Columbia, Tennessee.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Some people are just obsessed with their lawns. They'd cut their grass with a pair of scissors if they could. Thanks to Gravely, they don't have to. You see, Gravely makes not only the best built and most comfortable lawnmowers, they also leave your house looking like a doggone country club. So whether you're a commercial landscaper wanting the best or just a perfectionist homeowner, you can't do better than a Gravely.
See our full line of Gravely products at Murray County Equipment, 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia, Tennessee, or check us out on Facebook.
Is your insurance up to date in today's world? Foster Insurance Agency is an insurance agency you can depend on for your commercial and personal insurance needs. Foster tailors insurance coverage to meet your unique requirements stemming from years of experience and represents several top-rated companies such as Erie Insurance. Call Mike Ford or Jimmy Ford today at 931-388-8365 or stop by their convenient Columbia location at 204 West 4th Street. Foster Insurance, serving Middle Tennessee since 1952.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Ford, Foster Insurance Agency here in downtown Columbia. We've been here since 1952, located at 204 West 4th Street. We specialize in commercial insurance. We write home, auto, and life insurance. We write anything from your bulldozer to your helicopter, from churches to bars. Come see myself, Mike, Shelby, or Nikki. We'll be happy to take care of you. We specialize in service.
Welcome back into Spring Hill, Tennessee, the site of the 10U District All-Star Championship game from Spring Hill Little League. I'm Lewis Maddox, joined alongside Peyton Calvert and Clayton Harris. And we're getting started in the bottom of the third inning. It's Kyler Duncan. He shoots one straight up into the air, out of play, and they can't make the grab. The catcher for Spring Hill tried to go over and lay out for that ball, couldn't do it. Kyler Duncan with an 0-1 count.
I like the effort there from the catcher, though. Laying it all on the line.
He did that.
Kyler's got the strength to hit one up here if he wants to.
So what you're saying is we need to hit the deck.
It's a good
about
one.
now.
He pops one out into the gap in right center field. That's going to be a base hit for Kyler Duncan. His second of the game, second single. He's now 2 for 2 on the night. And gets things started offensively for Columbia in the bottom of 3.
You know who his brother is, Lewis.
Kingsley?
Brendan Seacrest.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I played baseball with Brendan's older brother, Zay
Zay.
Seacrest.
Oh, okay.
Zay was a good ball player back in the day.
He was. Here's Ritz Roberts. Pitched a fantastic game through 3 innings. He's up at the plate here. First pitch called strike 1. 0-1 count for him. 1 on for Columbia with no outs in the bottom of the 3rd. This one is a shot and gets out into left field. Kyler Duncan advances up to second. Another single for Columbia as Roberts pushes Duncan up to 2. He gets around to 1. Another single for Columbia, and they've got 2 on with no outs in the bottom of 3.
Chase Davis coming back.
Chase Davis is 1 for 1 on the day. His second plate appearance, had a single in the bottom of the 1st inning. Columbia leads 8-1. He takes a big cut at pitch 1, but it's in the dirt. 0-1 count for Davis. A 1 pitch from Mason goes high, evens up the count 1-1. Two on for Columbia. 1-1 pitch from Mason, swing and a miss from Chase Davis. And he falls back behind now, 1-2 in the count. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Mason. It's outside, gets by, there goes Duncan. He will get to third base. And Roberts gets up to second, now 2 in scoring position for Columbia. They already lead it by 7, 8-1, with a very, very good chance to add more in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Chase Davis with a 2-2 count. Pitch from Mason is in the dirt, gets by the backstop, no runner down to home. Like Clayton mentioned, that's a short distance from that back wall to home plate. You'll see some bases stolen, but you won't see a lot of home being stolen. Full count for Chase Davis, 3-2. And that's ball 4, outside and away. Chase Davis gets a walk out of his second attempt of the day. And the bases are now loaded for Columbia with no outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. We got one of the All-Star coaches with us, Hayden Tate, and we want to ask Hayden about his shirt and what that means. We've been hearing about prep steps, and Hayden, I don't really know what prep steps means. Can you kind of fill us in?
Yeah, so what it means is I like to tell all the players it's a 1-2 hop. So when the pitcher's getting ready to pitch the ball, you take 1 step, 2 step, and then hop so you're on your toes. When the ball's hit, so that way you're ready to make the play, right? You're not flat-footed. I see the pros doing it, so I figured the kids need to be doing it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yep,
For
absolutely.
Sure.
And they've actually started saying it themselves, so we're getting somewhere.
There you go. Love to see it. I think these prep steps have...
I think it is.
A trend, okay.
Well, it's definitely helped so far.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Help us stick around and call this. It's a 1-2 count here. Walker Bedingfield, the second baseman, up right now. Bases loaded for Columbia. They lead it by 7, 8-1 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Bedingfield with a 1-2 count. Trying to bring home some more runs. 1-2 pitch from Mason up high over the head of Bedingfield. Evens up the count 2-2.
I always feel really good when I see a kid lay off of a high pitch, right?
Well, you'd hope that he'd lay off of that one because that one was up there.
Oh, but still, for these kids, guys, hey, laying off a high pitch is no matter how high it is.
No axe swinging.
Exactly.
That one goes high and away as well, and we've got a full count now for Bedingfield.
Well, they've hit the baseball really well tonight.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we've worked on more than anything. I think hitting the baseball wins baseball games,
There
right?
you go. If you can't hit, you can't score.
Right? And, I mean, we try to hit throughout our entire lineup, and I think we do a really good job. Everybody hits, right?
For sure.
Full count pitch is fouled away by Bedingfield. So we'll stay at 3-2. That one was a little low, got a piece of it. Still no outs for Columbia in the bottom of the third inning. With the bases loaded, Bedingfield, full count pitch from Mason is outside for ball 4, and that will walk home a run. Kyler Duncan comes in from third and scores the 9th run of the night for Columbia. Bases still loaded with no outs, and Columbia leads it by 8, 9-1. Those help too, Hayden.
They absolutely do, right? Strikes keep you in the game. You have to be able, and this kid's done great, by the way. I mean, he has thrown strikes, and he's been in the game the entire time.
He has.
Thomas.
His pitch count is getting up there, though.
It
That's
is.
one of the things I've kind of tried to keep track of.
So it's 65 right now. Runs over to third. Trying to hold on the base runner. Harris has a 1-0 count. Up for his second try of the ball game. Columbia leads at 9-1. Bases loaded, no outs, bottom of the third. Pitch to Harris is inside, gets by. Here comes a runner from third. He'll slide in and score. No competition on the throwdown from the backstop. Another run scores for Columbia. And Columbia now 6 runs away from walking this thing off in the third inning.
That runner on second really gets a long lead out there where he can't really go anywhere. So
yeah,
better be careful. I feel like it makes me nervous getting that far out.
And I don't know if it was him, but one got picked off at second base.
Very aggressive.
With a very aggressive lead off of first, and just ended up going and couldn't get over there in time.
Base running is something that we're really good at, but we still have to keep working on it, right?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to try to get that extra base.
Well, it's paid off so far in the tournament.
Yeah, it has. It has. We've done really well at it.
Thomas Harris, good shot to first base. He'll get tagged out, but the
RBI.
throw down to first is not in time.
2 RBIs.
Now Bedingfield coming in from third, and 2 runs score on a sacrifice ground ball from Thomas Harris. It's now 12-1 Columbia in the bottom of the third inning with only 1 out. Thomas has done that twice. He had an RBI in the bottom of the first inning.
Thomas was hitting the ball, at BP before the game. Thomas has been hitting the ball all day. So.
Who's this batting at 11th, Hayden?
Oh, this is Maddox Tate. This is my son.
There you go.
So, yeah, this is my boy.
Maddox got hit by a pitch in the bottom of the second. His first at bat.
Ooh.
Swings and misses at a high ball right there. 0-2 count. Still just 1 away in the bottom of the third inning. It's 12-1 Columbia. Bases are cleared.
You don't put me on the spot, Lou. Now everybody knows it's my boy. If he strikes out, then what am I say? I'm just kidding.
Well, he's good so far.
No, he's totally fine. He's got it no matter what.
And I actually I couldn't see, and we didn't, Clayton's been giving us the lineup because we didn't have the lineup. I didn't know who was up right there.
Yeah, I know y'all actually did the radio for a couple of my games, and I didn't put the last names down. And when I went back and listened, I felt really bad about not putting down.
Yeah, I thought about saying something to somebody about that.
Yeah. It messes up your call, I feel like. Makes it a little harder, I say. You still do great.
It's just Little League baseball, though, so.
Right.
It's all good.
Now you know for next season.
Right. And I am actually the one that writes out the lineup, so it is me. I need to do better.
Here's a 2-2 pitch way inside. Maddox almost got hit on the elbow right there.
Yeah,
he backs out.
He's got to turtle up, right? He's got to turn around and take that in the back.
Yeah.
Not open up his face.
Base runners, man. Here's a full count pitch. Swing and a miss for Maddox Tate. Out number 2 in the bottom of 3.
As long as the attitude stays good after the strikeout, that's what I'm really paying attention to.
There you go.
I'm not worried about the strikeout. He went down swinging. I can live with that. It's the attitude. We got to make sure his head stays high, right?
Absolutely.
Time called before Mason.
Oh, the pitcher's at 73, but he should get one more batter, right?
I thought it was 85.
What is
No, it's 75, right?
10 and under, it's 75. So
correct.
He should be able to finish out this batter over 75. He's only at 70, or is that what? I
73.
can't 73?
Or no, that's 76. It might be 76 or 78.
Could be, and that could be why we have a mound meeting right now. He's not going to be able to continue through the rest of this ball game We'll go ahead and take a timeout. It's 2 away in the bottom of the third inning. Columbia has already put up a few more runs. And yes, he ran out of pitches. Mason being taken out of the ball game. Another runner going to, or another pitcher rather, going to warm up here in the bottom of the third inning. We'll take a quick timeout and be right back. Columbia up by 11, 12-1.
Some people are just obsessed with their lawns. They'd cut their grass with a pair of scissors if they could. Thanks to Gravely, they don't have to. You see, Gravely makes not only the best built and most comfortable lawnmowers, they also leave your house looking like a doggone country club. So whether you're a commercial landscaper wanting the best or just a perfectionist homeowner, you can't do better than a Gravely.
See our full line of Gravely products at Murray County Equipment, 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia, Tennessee, or check us out on Facebook.
Hey, this is Derek Ransom with 10 Pin Alley, voted #1 family entertainment center in Murray County. We offer 32 bowling lanes, giant arcade, laser tag, bumper cars, and a full cafe and bar menu. We also specialize in group events, kids and adult birthday parties, company parties, sports team parties, and holiday parties. We're located at 322 East James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia. Call us today at 931-381-BOWL or visit us at 10pin.com. 10 Pin Alley, it's where the good times roll.
Are you thinking about a new fence? Maybe you need a pole barn. Then you should give Sands Fence Company a call. That's 931-309-1644. Will Sands has built his business based on the principles of honesty, quality, and integrity. Sands Fence Company has been in business for over 20 years, providing the community with farm, residential, and commercial fencing, as well as pole barns and buildings. Call today for a free estimate. Sands Fence Company, 931-309-1644. 931-309-1644.
Welcome back in. Ryder Duggar is up to the plate now for Columbia. Struck out in his first attempt. New pitcher for Spring Hill is on the mound now. And it is number 20, Jamison, moving over from second base. Now Mason is at second base. Swing and a miss from Duggar. Right there evens up the count, 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch from Jamison. Goes outside for ball 2. Once again, live streaming this broadcast, WKRMradio.com. This is a shot down the third base line, a dribbler. Jamison scoops it up and throws out Ryder Duggar at first base. A good play from the Spring Hill pitcher who just came in on relief of Mason. And Columbia just gets 3 runs and can't get it all the way done. It's 7-9 in the coach pitch game, and Spring Hill wins it over Columbia. And they would have had to have been beaten twice, so Columbia goes down and Spring Hill advances to the region or the state? To the state tournament for the 8U coach pitch game. In this game, it's 12-1 Columbia. We play on to inning number 4. 12-1 Columbia. We'll be right back after this.
Are you thinking about a new fence? Maybe you need a pole barn. Then you should give Sands Fence Company a call. That's 931-309-1644. Will Sands has built his business based on the principles of honesty, quality, and integrity. Sands Fence Company has been in business for over 20 years, providing the community with farm, residential, and commercial fencing, as well as pole barns and buildings. Call today for a free estimate. Sands Fence Company, 931-309-1644. 931-309-1644.
Debbie Matthews, realtor, and her husband Jason, who is a pro songwriter, also own a music publishing company. They live in historic downtown Columbia with their dogs. Dog rescue work is their passion project. They consider Middle Tennessee their backyard, and their lives are full of all things Tennessee. Debbie says there is no greater honor than to help someone find a home. To be trusted with that job, there is no greater privilege. Call Debbie at the Nashville Realty Group, 615-476-3224, 615-476-3224.
Welcome back into Spring Hill, Tennessee, as we play on to a 4th inning of action. But Columbia is 3 outs away without giving up 2 runs. If they don't give up 2 runs, they can give up 1. They give up 2 here in the top of the 4th inning. We play on to the bottom of the 4th, but 3 outs here with 1 or no runs scored ends the ball game, and Columbia would win it, as the mercy rule is 10 runs after 4 innings of play. Ritz Roberts still on the mound for Columbia. First pitch from him goes outside for ball 1. This one fouled away by number 33, Grayson, the shortstop.
And this looks like this is going to be the longest a pitcher for Columbia has pitched this game, or in this tournament.
That's right, yeah. He's at 49 pitches. Pitch from Roberts is down low for ball 2. It's a 2-1 count. Only 50 pitches thrown in the last game that Columbia played. And they're right around that number right now, as 50 pitches in is Ritz Roberts. This one is a shot and a base hit by Grayson, the shortstop, out into left center field. And it's going to be a single for the shortstop, Grayson Clark. He gets the batting started for Spring Hill. They're trying to push this game longer than the top of the 4th. They need 2 runs to do it, and the Columbia defense has been fantastic so far, but that's the way to do it if you're Grayson Clark and Spring Hill is getting runners on the bases.
There's some action in the bullpen over there on the Columbia side. Got somebody warming up.
Strike thrown by Roberts there. 0-1 count for number 27, Amos, the first baseman. Here's another shot, and that one is dropping foul down the first base line. A really hard hit ball by the first baseman, Amos. Well, that makes him fall back in the count, 0-2.
Got to give Spring Hill some credit here. They're still fired up. They're still swinging the bat hard. They're still playing.
Inside pitch, pass ball, and Grayson Clark gets up to second base with no problem. He rounds second base.
Got to give them props.
Yeah, absolutely. They're coming up. They're still excited. The crowd's still excited on the Spring Hill side. And they're trying to push this game longer, even though they're down by 11 runs here, 12-1. Here's the pitch from Roberts. It's going to be a shot down the first base line. Hill tags the bag at first. And Lane, now a pickle. Duncan goes home, and the tag at the home plate is going to be called out. A double play.
Whoa, wait, safe. Out safe, out safe. The umpire didn't make his mind up.
He almost signaled safe. Then he signaled out. Definitively signaled out. And then he signaled safe about 2 or 3 seconds after that call.
Wow.
So it's now a 10-run ball game, 12-2 with 1 away in the top of the 4th inning. Clark comes home and scores for Spring Hill. Pass ball here. They did get the out on Amos at first base. This is number 9, Mason, who pitched the majority of this ball game, now moved to second base. One-0 count for Mason here. Pitch from Roberts is over the head of Mason. Now a 2-0 count. Still 1 away, top of the 4th inning. It's a 12-2 ball game. Columbia could end this ball game with 2 more outs and no more runs scored. But if Spring Hill scores again, it will push it to the bottom of 4. Good pitch that time from Roberts, right down the middle for strike 1. 2-1 count for Mason. Another good pitch from Ritz Roberts. Evens up the count, 2-2 on an outside corner of the plate pitch. 2-2 pitch, right down the middle for strike 3. Mason watched it go by for out number 2. And now Spring Hill down to its final 3 strikes of the ball game. If Columbia wins, they head to the state tournament. 10-run ball game. Strike thrown from Ritz Roberts on pitch number 1 to the catcher, number 41, Elijah. 0-1 count. Pitch from Roberts, popped up and soaring out of play and into the woods down the first base side. 0-2 count. Spring Hill down to its final strike. 2 away, top of the 4th inning. They trail by 10, 12-2. Ritz Roberts trying to go the whole way. It's going to be a dribbler towards second, and Bedingfield, it drops off and pops off of his foot and goes into center field. Now here comes Elijah to second, and he is going to be safe at second base. A double for the catcher, Elijah, on an error from Walker Bedingfield at second base, keeps Spring Hill in the ball game. And that would have done it right there. A clean catch and throw to first base would have been out number 3, and that would have ended this district championship game. But we play on in the top of the 4th inning, still 2 away. Still a 10-run game. They're going to pinch run for the catcher, Elijah. I believe that's number 9, Mason, the last out, coming out to pinch run for the catcher. And the third baseman, number 17, Kane, is now up to bat. Spring Hill facing elimination. 3 strikes remaining for the 10U All-Stars on their home field, playing the away team today. Pitch from Ritz is a foul ball down the third base line, almost scooped up barehanded by a third base umpire. Pitch from Roberts, fouled away once again. Spring Hill once again down to their final strike. 2 away, top of the 4th inning, 12-2 game. And an 0-2 count for the third baseman, Kane. Putnam and Hill go over to the mound to give Ritz Roberts some encouragement. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it's outside for ball 1, a 1-2 count for Kane. Spring Hill still down to its final strike. Here's a 1-2 from Roberts. It's inside, gets by the catcher, and Mason, the pinch runner for Elijah, rounds third, and he's in scoring position. If he scores, we go into the bottom of the 4th. It's a 2-2 count for Kane. Ritz Roberts up to 67 pitches. And here's the 2-2. And it's high and inside for ball 3, a full count. Full count for the third baseman, Kane. Pressure-packed pitch right here for Ritz Roberts. And he steps off the mound.
He felt that. He felt the pressure.
Might have been the humidity, but.
Yeah.
Full count. Here's the pitch from Roberts. Right down the middle for strike 3. They got Kane looking, and Columbia is your 10U district champions here from Spring Hill, Tennessee. They win it by a final score of 12-2 in 3.5 innings. Their 3rd Mercy Rule victory of the tournament. And they get it done once again by the final score of 12-2 over Spring Hill.
Hey, they're taking them prep steps to state, Lewis.
There you go. I know Tate is happy over there. A lot of prep steps to the state tournament. We've got Clayton Harris with us. Clayton, your son Thomas is on the team. Where is the state tournament going to be held for the 10U team?
I'm pretty sure it's going to be in Goodlettsville. So won't have to go stay the night anywhere. Be able to sleep in our own beds. And, yeah, very exciting. Chase Dell, the head coach for the 10U team, has done a great job. Him and Tyler Blake and all of his assistants have really done well.
Columbia 10U All-Stars are the district champions. They head to the state tournament, where we believe is in Goodlettsville. They win it by a final score of 12-2. Ritz Roberts pitching the whole way through this ball game on his 68th pitch. He got the third baseman Kane looking on a third strike, and they win it here at Spring Hill. They were the home team due to a coin flip at the beginning of this ball game. But they come out victorious and head to the state tournament in Goodlettsville. Don't know who that's going to be against right first. Clayton.
No, we don't know yet. Should know within the next week, I'd say.
Well, we appreciate you tuning in to the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. Once again, the final score 12-2. Columbia gets it done over Spring Hill in Spring Hill to be crowned the 10U All-Star champions of the district. 12-2 the final score. We appreciate you tuning in on the live stream. Also on 103.7 WKRM on the radio. On our website, WKRMradio.com, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. We'll see you for the 11-year-olds district tournament in Spring Hill at the same location next weekend. We'll see if the 11-year-olds can do the same as the 10-year-olds did from Columbia American Little League, where they can get to state and be playing in their own home field at Columbia American in Columbia, Tennessee. Once again, we appreciate you for tuning in. Good night from Spring Hill.